Okay, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to
caught, and he's got room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Under fire. Crosses the 35. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Williams. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Williams. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Hawkins.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fakes to grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route, and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And they got it. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Shakes a man, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Washington.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Williams to throw. He makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Another nice run to pick up a first down. They've been running it all drive long. They've got the defense on their heels. That last one now just puts them on the fringe of the red zone. And, guys, we know this is an area of the field where it gets really hard to throw into. So why would you stop running the ball now if you're the offense?
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Runs through the tackle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. Turning it on. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The give on the counter. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Here's a heat. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, you're a receiver, it's 4th down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on 4th down.
Only in the hops. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Wilson, click, go. To the air on 1st down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he makes the catch. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the end zone. He